Chapter 17. A Call from Matt. It's Thursday night, and Amy's favorite show is on, so she basically ignores me while I lie on the floor and rub Bodhi's belly. He's back to his old self, but Mom still says he should rest. I wish she'd follow her own advice when it comes to taking care of me. Amy calls her best friend Tina, and during every commercial, and they ooh and ah over the celebrity actor playing the doctor on their stupid show. I want to go onto the roof and knock the satellite dish so the picture messes up. But it's raining, and Amy's reaction would hardly be worth the effort of getting soaked. I grab the key and let myself into Mom's office. The receptionist keeps a canister of dog bones on her desk, and I grab a few to give to Bodhi later. I check to see if Pedro is there, but unfortunately he's not. Instead, there are 5 dogs in large metal cages. They bark when I enter through the swinging door, so I do what I always do to calm them down, give them treats. Then I crawl into one of the empty cages, this time beside the Dalmatian. As I lie inside the cage, I run my fingers along the metal bars. It makes me think of the grate at Jamie's store, and I wonder if he's enjoying the rest of the family being gone for a few weeks. Thinking about Jamie makes me miss Matt. It's almost as if remembering Matt makes him remember me because the last thing I know, Amy's at the door of the office. "Your friend's on the phone," she tosses me the cordless. "In a cage. Perfect. Just where you belong." I grab the phone and tell Matt I was just thinking about him. While he tells me about riding the carousel, kayaking, and eating fish and chips by the harbor at night, I stare at the ceiling of the cage and try not to get depressed at a summer spent playing baseball math and drawing pictures of vocabulary words. "But here's the real news," Matt says. "We went to South Beach, the beach where the babysitter saved you from drowning." I throw one of the bones to the beagle to get him to stop yapping. "What was it like?" "Monumental waves and a riptide. Could be dangerous for a 2-year-old. You were lucky." I press my head against the cool metal of the bars. I can't decide if Susan James was a hero or a knucklehead. Maybe a little of both. "The fair is next week," Matt says. "You should talk to your mom into coming out for it. It's going to be a blast." I'm too busy with multiplication and essays. The beagle wants another treat and starts barking again. I climb out of my cage and make demented faces until she stops. "So what have you been up to?" Matt asks. "Besides hating learning camp." I tell him the camp counselor for my group isn't so bad. Plus, she really likes my illustrations. When Matt asks if I know any of the other kids, I almost tell him Carly attends too, but decide against it. If Matt knew I was at her house last week, he'd be on the next plane home to save me. Matt then tells me about an expert skateboarder he met on the island who taught him several new moves. I'm happy for him, but feel a pang of jealousy that he's having more fun with someone else than with me. "Gotta go," Matt finally says. "Fireworks on the beach tonight." My summer stinks. Instead of going inside, I climb up the porch to the roof of the garage. Vacation's more than half over, and I haven't done anything fun. This is criminal. I hear the door and know what to expect. "Derek!" Amy yells. "Come down this minute or I'll tell your mom you were going through my purse again." Even though it's still raining, I remove one of my sneakers and pelt it at the satellite dish. Bullseye. Amy shrieks and runs inside to see if I messed up her precious show. It's not the beach, but at least it's fireworks.